Well, hey Gundam Maniacs, Adam Blue here, and today we're diving into Super Robot Wars Y. Now, I went in with cautious expectations, and after a good chunk of time with it, I can honestly say this: it's not a gamer's game, but it is something special. So let's break down what works, what doesn't, and why it might still be worth your time if you're a Gundam or mecha fan. Let's start with the obvious. Gameplay here is simple. It's classic turn-based strategy where you move units into position, attack, end turn, repeat. Honestly, you can set the controller down, go grab a snack, come back, and your pilot will still be mid-monologue. It's not demanding, and sometimes it feels more like a board game than a video game. That said, if you grew up in Japan in the 70s or 80s, this game would probably feel like a dream come true. It's all about taking these beloved robots and letting them duke it out in a giant crossover setting. The mechanics just exist to get you to the next moment. Now let's talk presentation. Cutscenes aren't Metal Gear Solid level cinematics. You're mostly looking at static portraits and text boxes. But, and this is a big but, the artwork is gorgeous. Sometimes the game even drops the SD style for full-sized, beautifully animated mecha shots. And honestly, I could watch a whole anime in that style. It's crisp, it's colorful, and when you see your favorite Gundam go all out, like Amuro in the Rigazee, or Emma's Mark II, it just feels right. But here's where Super Robot Wars Y absolutely crushes it: the music. Every stage, every battle, every enemy encounter has its own track, and it's not just background noise. These are full-blown jams. Sometimes I find myself bobbing my head during fights more than actually paying attention to the combat. And the best part? You get anime intro songs from shows you've never even watched, and suddenly they're in your playlist. The game doubles as a music discovery tool, which is just wild. Okay. This is where things get hilarious, the character interactions. This is pure fan fiction energy. Seeing pilots who never met in their anime suddenly team up or argue here is comedy gold. Example, Char apologizing to Kira. Yes, you heard me right. Char apologizes. The man who didn't apologize for Garma's death or for dropping colonies suddenly says, "Sorry for calling you here," to Kira. That alone is worth the price of admission. Or Camille deciding to follow Char because he wants to see what Char does after abandoning the idea of war. These moments don't reconcile with canon, and that's the point. It's 100% fantasy, and you don't have to wrestle with continuity like in UC Engage. You can just sit back and enjoy the chaos. But let's be honest, gameplay can get grindy. A lot of early turns are just moving units into position with nothing happening. Eventually I started auto-skipping battles that I'd already seen and just letting the game grind for me. That said, when it's a character I want to level or a Gundam I'm hyped to pilot, I'll take control. There's still satisfaction in seeing your favorite suit deal the finishing blow, even if the road there is repetitive. So who is Super Robot Wars Y for? If you're looking for deep mechanics, complex gameplay, or non-stop action, look elsewhere. But if you're a mecha fan who just wants to see wild crossover scenarios, hear killer soundtracks, and watch gorgeous little bite-sized animations of your favorite Gundams, this game is for you. At its core, Super Robot Wars Y is less of a strategy game and more of a visual novel for mecha fans. And honestly, I'm okay with that. So, that's my review of Super Robot Wars Y. What do you think? If you could mash up any Gundam characters into one scene, who would you put together? Drop it in the comments, I'll be checking them out. And shout out to all the supporters that make this possible. If that's something you're into, check the links in the description below. For information on that, or even our Discord, we have a lot of fun hanging out at Discord. There's also the link for GundamExplained.com, where I have a newsletter that you can sign up for. But until next time, be cool.